Hi, welcome to the latest workshop video here on Brooks's Bass Corner. Today I'm going to be looking at this Ibanez SR300EB bass. It's just come my way second hand. Going to give it a clean up, restring, set it all up, and it'll be ready to do some demo and review videos here on the channel. So without further ado, let's get on with it. So what are we doing today? So we're cleaning the bass up, giving it a good polish, good lubricate the fingerboard, tighten everything up, change the battery. Going to clean the frets with fret erasers. Going to restring with 4000 rotor sound steel round wound strings. Then we're going to do truss rod relief, set up the action, do the intonation, do the pickup height. What could possibly go wrong? So I hope you're all well out there in YouTube land. We are all good for 2023. Hope you're enjoying the videos on the channel. So first things first, we're going to get these strings off. These have basically, well, the previous owner, I guess, has had them on from new. Were they D'Addarios? Yes, they were D'Addarios, and they've basically died. And the whole bass needs a clean up and a restring and a check over, and we'll get it fighting fit ready to do some videos here on the channel. Now you might be wondering why I'm not just cutting the strings here. The reason being, I recycle my bass strings. I send them to a company on Facebook called It's a String Thing, and they do all sorts of wonderful things with them. So rather than cut them for the sake of quickness, I'll just unwind them. Let's get the old brush, get all the dirt and grime and grot. I'm sure the previous owner was a fine, hygienic chap, but I've had this bass for about 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks. I just sort of left it out of its case in the rack, letting it acclimatise to temperature and stuff. So I bought it second hand off a guy in Hounslow. I met up with him and took it off his hands. It's all very good. It's all been pretty well looked after. There's a couple of little knocks here and there, but it needs a good clean up, and we'll get it all out there. So brush all the loose rubbish off, then we'll give it a clean with some simple green, and then we're gonna use some Dunlop 65 guitar polish on the body. And I'm going to get some, what am I using on the fingerboard today? We are going to use some Dr. Duck's Axe Wax on the fingerboard. Fingerboard first. Like I say, I'm sure the previous owner was a fine, hygienic and clean chap, but I don't particularly want his grot. So, get the bass all sorted out, and then we can start doing some filming with it. I don't know if he was the only owner of this bass. He might have been, or he might not. Maybe there was another owner before him, but either way, it's a Brooks's Bass Corner now. So yeah, hope you're all doing well out there. Hope 2023 is treating you well. Live chats are going very well here on the channel. If you check them out on Tuesday evenings at 8 o'clock, there's me and a whole bunch of other people online, and if you've got any problems with your gear or looking to buy some new gear, or you want to ask some bass related questions, feel free. We seem to rattle through a lot of questions and inquiries and help each other out. So yeah, if you're up for some bass chat, Tuesday evenings 8 PM UK time here in the UK, and come and join in. It's a friendly place. It's got rid of all the rubbish. So what we're going to do now is we're going to give the guitar body a bit of a polish up with some Dunlop 65 guitar polish. We'll use a bit of old t-shirt, old rag, give it a good old clean. Yeah, bit of polish, bit of cleaner. Smells great. Really good polish up. So there's going to be a whole load of these workshop videos coming up here on Brooks's Bass Corner. So stay tuned, and you'll see various basses coming in here for a check over, clean up, restrings, setups. Won't be any electronics work though. I don't do any of that. Far too time consuming, and I'm never convinced that unless you know what you're doing, you're going to come out with the result you want, and I'm not an electronics kind of guy. So I'll leave that to the professionals. Like I said, there's going to be some rotor sounds, 4000s, steel round wounds going on this. Big shout out to Jason and Jack at Rotor Sound HQ here in the UK. Hope you're well, chaps. Thank you for all your support, and look forward to hopefully seeing you soon with a bit of luck. Now that we're back out gigging, and all the guitar shows are happening, and it's all good. The neck a good go. So back of the headstock says this is an SR300EB made in Indonesia. Ibanez. Right, before we do anything else, we're going to give all the strap locks and the tuners and the bolt on section here of the neck and the body. Going to give it all a tighten up, just check everything's good. I know one of the strap buttons is a little loose, so let's get in there. I haven't glued these in. It might just be loose because the guy hasn't bothered to tighten it up. It's better. Okay. All good. There you go, one of those was loose. Brand new Pro Cell, 0921 produced, expires 0926. That's all cool, but I'm taking it out because I've got to do videos and potentially some gigs with it. So I'm going to go back in the pile. I'm going to use this. Very good. Okay, we're going to lubricate the fingerboard. There we go, this is what we're going to use. Some Dr. Duck's Axe Wax. I've used this stuff for years, it's great. Okay, we're just going to put a couple of drops on the board. Yep, all good. Thank you for all the subscribers, all the new subscribers. Thank you for all the comments, all the likes, all the interaction with all the videos. It's all very much appreciated. Everything on the channel seems to be on the up at the moment, which is great. Thank you. Really appreciate everything you guys bring to the cause. So thank you very much. For the eagle-eyed of you, you may have noticed recently that we now have a line of Brooks's Bass Corner merchandise, which you'll find on the merchandise shelf below this video. Alternatively, there are links in the description box, along with affiliate links for THOMANN and Amazon, and basically with the merchandise, anything you buy, a percentage of that comes back to the channel. And with the affiliate links for THOMANN and Amazon, and then the other online sites that may be there in the description box. Basically, if you go through with a sale and complete the sale, an affiliate payment is made to the channel, which allows the channel to keep going. So thank you very much for those who have purchased bass items and strings and leads, and cleaning materials, new basses, amplifiers, pedals. It all goes towards keeping the channel up and running. And what we're going to do is going to give the frets a bit of a clean, a spruce up. So I'm going to use Music Nomad grip guards and fret erasers, and we'll start to make those frets look a little better. Here we go. We're going to clean up the frets with some Music Nomad grip guards, and I need my fret erasers, which are here. Beautiful. So rather than masking up the fingerboard, I can just use one of these grip guards and clean the frets up. Just check that over. It'll look a lot better. There we go. So I actually did a review of one of these basses about quite a few years ago, just to prove all the stuff's coming off the frets. Probably back, I did a review of one of these basses back in 2007 for Bass Guitar magazine. It was a white one. I was really impressed, although this is sort of towards the lower end of the, just to prove the amount of rubbish that comes off the frets when you clean them. I was really, despite this being at the lower end of the Ibanez range, I was really impressed by how good bass it was for the money. And I've been meaning to do a review of one of these basses here on the channel for quite a while. So for those people who got a bit bored of watching reviews of very expensive basses that they might never get to own, here's something that anyone really can afford. One of these basses if you're taking up bass guitar and you're looking for something that's of a budget level but performs exceptionally well. These SR300s are quite outstanding. So here we are, we're going to restring with some Rotor Sound Swing Bass 66 40/100 steel round wound strings. Fabulous, can't go wrong. Thank you very much to Jason and Jack at Rotor Sound HQ here in the UK for all your support. Fabulous strings, put them on all my basses, and yeah. Using my trusty Boss TU2 tuner. Used them for years, never had a problem. Let's pick up down this volume. Let's see where we are. We want to make sure we are on bass, concert pitch. Okay, they're all in now, concert. Right, now the secret bit, stretching the strings. So basically pull the string away from the fingerboard. It's not weightlifting, you're not completely destroying the string, but you want to give it some tension. And it will be dreadfully out of tune in a second when we check it on the tuner, I can assure you. But we do this a couple of times and then tuning stability stays in. And this is why you don't tend to do this either on a gig or in a break unless you snap strings, in which case I'd say just put a single on to get you through the gig and do a string change after the gig. I did it once. I've still got a recording of the second half of the gig when a D string snapped on one of my basses, and I changed the whole set in the break, and the second set was just shocking for about the first 4 songs, and I've still got an audio recording, and it is chronic. Truly not good in any sense. I'm playing through the song and the strings just keep going out of tune. If you've got any questions about this video or any other videos on the channel, feel free to leave comments in the comments box below. As I said earlier, merchandise is available on the merchandise shelf and also via the merchandise links in the description box, along with affiliate links for THOMANN and Amazon and any other affiliates that are there. Cool. Okay, we're done with that for the moment. Right, I just want to play it. Take the old gloves off now, would be a good idea. Okay, I have notes. Notes from the Ibanez site, which says the cap on the 1st fret and the fret nearest the neck, where the area of the neck joins the body. So we're looking at about the 19th fret. Got a measure between the bottom of the string and the 8th fret, so we're putting a capo on here. Let's get that on. Cool. So cap on 1st fret and then fret the nearest fret to the neck join the body, measured between the string and the 8th fret. So I've got 0.3, so you can see I've got 0.3, 0.33 and a 0.45. My feeler gauges. So we're going on to fret 19. I'm going to see how we go. Let's go with the 13. So this is 13/64. So we go for fret 19 on the E string, and we're going to fret 8 according to, well, there's loads there. There is loads there. Okay, so let's have a look at 18/64s, which is 0.45 mil. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Still think it's too high. Okay, we're just going to give the neck a tightener on the truss rod. So we are going for, because it's Japanese, I'm going for a 4, but it could be a 4.5. So I recommend, doesn't have to be home bass, but anyone that wants to do their own bass maintenance, guitar maintenance, get yourself a set of Allen keys. So because the truss rod is at the headstock end, if you turn it left, it's going to loosen the truss rod, gives you more relief. Turning it to the right looking down the neck, it's going to tighten it up. If the truss rod adjuster was at the bottom, it would be the same thing. Left will loosen, right will tighten. Some manufacturers change with that idea. Usually they'll tell you in their documentation and servicing documents that it's different from other manufacturers, but the general rule of thumb is left will loosen, right will tighten. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're just going to loosen the neck a little, just see what this rod's doing. Okay, oh, that's fairly simple. In fact, what I'm going to do is just slacken these, the A and the D string off a little, so I've got some give. So we're just going to give it about a quarter turn. Back in there. Between a quarter turn and a half turn. Okay, let's see where we are. Tune it back up. 18 again, and we're going to number 8. Still could do with a bit more. I think so. We're just going to slacken those off again. Okay, let's tune these back up. Okay, going for there, back at the 8th. There we go. Much better. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. That's good. So this got 18/64ths, which is 0.45 mil. So it just means I'm not going to be working as hard as I have to. A little bit of string noise, but we'll deal with that in a minute. We'll get the action sorted. Okay, so next thing we are looking at action and intonation. 2 mil Allen wrench for the saddles. So we're going to give each one a half turn, and then we'll see where we are. So basically I want to follow the camber of the neck. It's very shallow in this base, so let's give each of these a half turn. I'm assuming the previous owner hadn't adjusted it, but we'll see where we are. So at the 12th fret, between the E and the A string, we should have a 2.5 mil gap. So we want the 2.5 mil gap at the 12th fret on the E and A. Yep, a 2.5, and then we want 2 between the D and the G strings. So that's bang on. And that's just a little high. We're 2 in and fro in here, so that's bang on. Yep. Yep, that's good. Let's retune up. Right, intonation for the nations. Dave on Dave's World of Fun Stuff says basically we're going to play a fretted note at the 12th fret, and then we'll play the harmonic. So it's all good. Yep. Okay, that one's flat. So that one's a bit flat too. That one's a little bit flat. Okay. It's a little bit sharp. This one. Sin. flat. So if the fretted 12th fret note is higher than the harmonic, we move the saddle back. If the fretted 12th fret note is lower than the harmonic, we move the saddle forward. Okay. Now we play the harmonic. That's sharp. So we've got to move the saddle forward. Okay, let's see how we go now. Cool. We're in there. What's the harmonic like? We're good. Okay. D string. Cool. 12th fret. You're flat, so we just turn that up. Okay, harmonic. I'm going to move that saddle forward as well. This could all be down to the change in string gauge. Yeah, we're all good there. So pickup height. So basically the bottom of the string should be no more than 1/8 of an inch, which is the height measurement of that Allen key. So you can stick it between the string and the pickup, and if it goes under there without any grief, then that means it's the pickup's not high enough, so this one can go up a tad. That's probably just about, that can drop down a bit, that can drop down, and that one's okay. So that one needs to come up a tad. Just recheck. It's probably about perfect. That one can drop down just a little bit. I was saying that one's got to drop down as well. Yeah. That's about right. That's good. That's good. That's good. We should be all done. So, I'll tune her up, plug her into the amp, see where we are. Got bass, mids, treble, glassy. Okay, then we've got a 3-way series coil tap switch. So in this position it's coil tap, in that position it's series, which opens the sound up, a bit more bulky and hefty. And then there's a setting called power tap. So this is meant to have the crispness as the first setting with more heft. Definitely got different sounds going on here. I like that middle one. EQ flat. lot better. It's all sounding pretty fabulous. So just got to put the truss rod cover on, and this is pretty much ready to start doing demos and review videos. Job well done. Thank you very much for sticking around. See you on the live chats Tuesday, 8 PM UK time, 3 PM in the afternoon if you're on the East Coast in the US, midday if you're on the West Coast. Elsewhere in the world, depends where you are. Keep watching the channel, keep enjoying the videos. Don't forget merch links, affiliate links in the description box below. Got any comments about this video? Want to ask any questions about the bass? Feel free, let me know. Speak to you soon. Take it easy. All the best.